a variety of wolf with fur of eye-searing red, known to hunt in well-organized packs. Of them, the alpha worgen are the strongest and the pack leaders. The fur is doubtlessly for protection from the strong sunlight and harshly arid environs in which they dwell, the exception being the band of bright yellow stretching from their eyes to their ears, which together with the red serves as a clear warning to interlopers and potential predators. Humbaba, being a fell creature, some calling it the Lord of Beasts, for its vicious temperament and snarling, lightning-fast manner of attack. The working of its heart and lungs is specifically adapted to the mountainous regions in which it dwells, enabling long, protracted combat without pause. The Humbaba is a social creature, known to raise great howls in communication with others of its kind, thereby coordinating a pursuit or warning of danger. Python. Living in dry mountainous regions, the mouth of the python has developed its distinctive narrowed shape to better probe the rocky cracks where its prey make their nests. From neck down to midriff, its body is split into two identical curves, each containing an elongated stomach with powerful digestive capabilities. With these can it process large quantities of food despite its slender form. Its bony scales are azure in hue and much resemble lusterless metal. Ash worm. Being a variety of fell worm feared since antiquity for its unsurpassed ferocity and strength, the restraining ring set about its body is ensorcelled with interwoven magics for enforcing servitude. But what being could have pressed such a creature into slavery, if not the gods themselves? Many are the alchemists and wizards who have spent sleepless nights struggling in vain to understand the mechanism by which these collars once functioned. Vulture. Being a variety of diver living primarily in arid mountainous regions, skilled at riding the updrafts high up in the air, whence it spots its prey and plummeting downward for the kill. Having wingtips the shade of purple, oft seen in highland flora, this being a clear indication of long years spent in adaptation with its environs. Its long beak, too, is evidence of this, the shape being perfectly suited for the fishing out of smaller creatures from between the rocky crags. Clay golem, being a magical construct of brick and mortar. The furnace in its chest, which powers its locomotion, is fed by its own clay, meaning that it must periodically restore itself in much the same way as we require sustenance to live. Though its inexpensive materials and ordinary workmanship make for an inelegant weapon of war, its aptitude for repair makes it the ideal automaton for a range of other tasks, both in the laboratory and in the field. It is a sign of the low cost of fabrication, that once the creation receives orders, they cannot be revoked. Hence the sigh of golems from a defeated and forgotten army roaming the land in search of an enemy long since dead and gone. Slaven wilder. Being a Slaven born feral, hence called wilder, perhaps owing to its ancestors' history of industrial labor, it prefers to inhabit land rich in ore. There it feeds on small beasts and the roots of plants. Owing to their slow rate of maturation and habit of sitting still among ore-rich rocks, it is common to see magnificent crystalline structures on the creature's back, accumulated through contact with the rocks around them. Though it moves quite slowly, it is known for its fierce temper when aroused. Fire elemental. Being an elemental of flame, born in the midst of a blazing inferno, approaching most often in mountainous regions where life abounds. The strength of flame gives power to much life and can occasionally be a path to new knowledge. For this reason, do the alchemists worship fire as the muse of creation.